2022.
The power's in your hands. Get out the vote. You got to get these people out of office. They got to leave.
Your turn to weigh in.
I see who my candidates are and come in and make my choice.
The $1.9 billion drawing postponed.
We are unable to bring you the Powerball drawing.
Good morning. I'm Deborah Rodriguez with the CBS World News Roundup. Election Day 2022 is here. Polling places are open, and Americans are deciding contests that could shift the balance of power in Washington. President Biden rallied in Maryland last night.
This election is not a referendum. It's a choice between two very different visions of America.
Former President Trump campaigned in Ohio.
Vote Republican in a giant red wave.
More than 40 million voters cast early ballots. This morning, people were lined up outside polling places before they opened. Republicans are optimistic they can retake the House. Control of the Senate comes down to 6 toss-up contests. Our team coverage begins in the key battleground state of Pennsylvania, where Wendy Gillette has been talking to voters in Pittsburgh.
In the toss-up Pennsylvania Senate race between Democrat John Fetterman and Republican Mehmet Oz, it may come down to undecided voters like Pam Janovac. I purposely wait because everybody's said all of the foolish things they're going to say in debates, and everybody's had their ads out there, and then I feel like I can look at everybody's track record. She is still on the fence. Polls show the candidates separated by just a point or two.
I'm Jim Crusoe in Atlanta. There's already talk in this battleground state of possible December runoff elections. Republican Governor Brian Kemp is facing a challenge from Democrat Stacey Abrams in a repeat of their 2018 showdown. Democratic Senator Raphael Warnock is being challenged by former football player Herschel Walker.
Very important to vote. There are issues on both sides.
Georgia could see record voter turnout for a midterm election.
I'm Steve Futterman in Las Vegas. Here in Nevada, the battle for the U.S. Senate is close.
I think it is a toss-up.
Some polls show the race between incumbent Democrat Catherine Cortez Masto and Republican Adam Laxalt is a dead heat. Both candidates are campaigning to the very end. Last night, Cortez Masto appealing to her voters.
We are going to win this up and down the ticket.
And yesterday, canvassers were going door to door urging people to cast their ballots.
Yeah, we're just reminding people about the election tomorrow.
CBS's Adriana Diaz is in Appleton, Wisconsin.
In true Wisconsin fashion, the polling shows it's going to be a photo finish. On election eve, Democratic Senate candidate Mandela Barnes, Wisconsin's lieutenant governor, talked kitchen table issues from the supporters' living room. He told us his supporters will turn out to oppose Republican Senator Ron Johnson's positions on abortion, Medicare, and jobs. Johnson rode into a cheering crowd. He focused on the economy and the need for unity.
I'm Stephen Kaufman in Prescott, Arizona, where it's a toss-up for both the governor's contest and the Senate race. University of Arizona political scientist Amar Clark says with a population of 5 million, Metro Phoenix's Maricopa County is the one to watch.
Phoenix and surrounding Phoenix are really shifting toward the Democrats.
Clark says that's because the county has been turning blue the last 10 years. As goes Metro Phoenix, so goes Arizona.
Many voters will choose not just between candidates, but they'll decide key issues as well. CBS's Matt Piper takes a look at some of them.
The measures range from enshrining abortion rights in 5 states, including California and Michigan, to 5 states voting to possibly eliminate language that allows slavery as punishment in prison. Recreational marijuana will appear on midterm ballots in 5 states, including the Dakotas and Arkansas. Voters in Ohio and Louisiana are deciding whether to prohibit non-citizens from voting in local elections, while in Arizona, more strict voter ID requirements are on the ballot.
The White House says there are no credible threats to election security amid concerns over potential voter intimidation at polling places. The Justice Department has sent monitors to 24 states to ensure federal voting rights laws are being followed. Correspondent Jeff Pagay says officials are also keeping close tabs on the potential for foreign interference.
Cyber officials say China has been active spreading disinformation in a way it hasn't seen before, seeking to sow chaos by manipulating social media. But we're also being told that U.S. cyber teams believe the threat from hackers is lower than it has been in the past.
The election news promises to run into next week. Former President Trump is hinting he'll make a bid for a return to the White House. This is what he said at a Republican rally in Ohio last night.
I'm going to be making a very big announcement on Tuesday, November 15th at Mar-a-Lago.
Last week, he said he probably would run. Tune in for in-depth reporting and analysis of the midterm elections tonight on CBS.